Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. I'm Sophia Pullman. According to an online jail roster, Adam Favell is in custody of Winona County Jail. Favell is the father of Madeline Kinsbury's children. The 29-year-old is being held on police charges of second-degree murder with intent not premeditated. According to a release from the Winona Police Department, a Fillmore County deputy found human remains just north of Mabel, Minnesota. The identity of the remains has not been confirmed yet by a medical examiner, but because of the discovery, law enforcement arrested Favell on probable cause in connection to Kinsbury's disappearance. She has been missing since March 31st. The Winona Police Department is planning on hosting a press conference today. News 8 Now will be there and will have more information as it becomes available. As Kinsbury has been missing for more than 2 months, her community is coming together to help her family. There's a big benefit happening this weekend for Madeline. The money from the fundraiser will go towards taking care of Madeline's children. According to one of the organizers of the benefit, the children are in care of Madeline's parents as they fight a legal battle to keep the kids in their care. She says auction donations are pouring in.
Keeping those children safe. That is what the benefit is about. Donations have come in from many states away, and large donations. Right now, my garage is full, my porch is full, my truck is full, and not just mine. There's 3 other girls helping me.
The benefit happens Saturday. It's at the Watoka Tavern and Reception Hall. Doors open at 3 in the afternoon. The silent auction starts at 4. The event will have raffles, door prizes, and games to win other prizes. A live auction begins at 7:15.
Well, yeah, another beautiful start now to the afternoon. We got crystal clear skies across much of the area here this afternoon, and we're going to continue that trend here as we progress throughout the rest of the day. A live look at the satellite and radar picture showing those clear skies with current temperature readings into the 70s, mainly 73 in La Crosse and 71 in Eau Claire, 70 degrees in Black River Falls, and 70 in Winona. It's currently 68, very comfortable at Sparta and in Viroqua. Lots of sunshine again continues throughout the afternoon. Temperatures near seasonable levels here today, and also a light northerly wind at around 5 to 10 miles an hour here as well. So almost like a picture perfect day pretty much today. Now there could be some rain chances later this week. I'll talk about those details coming up in my full weather forecast in a few minutes. Sophia?
When we come back, there's a new store that might be the cheesiest destination in America. We'll be right back. U.S. stocks had a mixed closing Wednesday. The Dow climbed 91 points, but the Nasdaq fell 171 points, while the S&P 500 dropped 16 points. CBS News' Chanel Call has the latest business news headlines from New York.
The Federal Aviation Administration says it slowed air traffic in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic as the region deals with smoke from the burning Canadian wildfires. Many schools in the area canceled outdoor activities, and the New York Yankees and Philadelphia Phillies have postponed games, all due to the air quality. In a working paper published by the National Bureau of Economic Research, Stanford researchers found that workers lose $125 billion a year due to wildfire smoke across the U.S. Huge news in the world of soccer. Superstar Lionel Messi is signing with the Major League Soccer team Inter Miami. That club is co-owned by retired soccer star David Beckham, and there's speculation an opportunity for Messi to eventually co-own his own franchise was part of the deal. And if you're headed near Joshua Tree in California this week, you may want to plan a detour to one of the cheesiest destinations in America. The Cheez-It stop features a store stocked full of the famous cheese crackers and other merchandise, while the pumps outside propel bags of Cheez-Its right into your car through the window. The stop is only open now through Sunday. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
This morning we have Claire Waters with us representing the 8th annual Salute to Rhubarb Fest. Thank you for being here, Claire.
Thank you.
What is the Salute to Rhubarb Fest?
The Salute to Rhubarb Fest started 8 years ago, and it was started with we had different activities. The money goes to help things within the city of Fountain City, the parks. And the first year we helped pay for the new roofs that went on the park, and we've had other picnic table and redid the park benches and park tables. So the money goes back to the city.
Very nice.
And who puts on this event, and when and where is it?
The Rhubarb Fest is in Fountain City, Wisconsin, and it's just a group of people that got together and decided on different activities to do. And it's this Saturday, June 10th. It starts at 9 o'clock and runs until 3.
And do you have to register for the event? I also saw there might be a car show.
There is a car show
that you have to register for?
This is the 3rd annual car show.
Okay.
Christy and Dave are chairing that event, and you come that day and you sign up. So
anyone can show up.
Anyone can show up. Just bring your ride, and we'll be happy to have you there.
And what's your favorite part of the event, you think? Is it the car?
Yes, she did get excited.
I know, I could tell. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's the car.
The car show is exciting, but
Yeah.
I like the rhubarb taste.
Okay.
Taste of Rhubarb, which is our 10. We have ladies within the community that bake, and then we you get a sample of everything in a ticket, and you put your ticket into your favorite bucket or into your favorite dessert bucket. So
How long have you been a part of this?
8 years.
Oh, so you've been
Wow.
there from the start.
Yes, because it was and I'm not the Rhubarb Fest, but it was my idea to
Okay.
do it.
Cool.
And I have to ask, do you love rhubarb?
I love rhubarb. I even brought a little rhubarb.
Yeah, we
We
saw
see
the
that, yeah.
And that's a little rhubarb. We have a leaf contest, the tossing of the rhubarb. There's volleyball, pickleball demonstration at the auditorium, bingo, bake sales, arts and crafts, Little League. Everybody's involved. We have chairmen for everything, and they do their thing, and we meet a couple of times, and I just leave it up to the chairs to do their thing and everything. So.
And if that doesn't get someone to come out, one last thing, what can you say to get them to come to your fest?
Well, if you don't like rhubarb, there are other things at our fest, and just the drive to see the beautiful outdoors. This is Wisconsin, one of the most beautiful places in the world, and just come over. It's going to be a beautiful day, so come on over. And I'm going to be the lady running around like
With your head cut off.
chicken with the head cut off.
Say you
so-
can't miss her.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, thank you very much, Claire, for being here.
Well, thank you.
And
it was a pleasure.
where can viewers find more information? Do you have a website?
There is a website. Just go Fountain City Salute to Rhubarb, or Rhubarb Fest Fountain City.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a phone number or just the website?
Oh, there's my phone number, 608-687-8419 or 507-313-1117.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you again, Claire. And if you love rhubarb, make sure to check out the 8th annual Salute to Rhubarb Fest this Saturday at Fountain City Park. We will be right back after the break. Thanks again, Claire.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
People with long COVID may have a lower quality of life than those with some cancers, and how a pregnant woman's exposure to forever chemicals may affect her child in years to come. Michael George has some of the day's top health stories.
A woman's exposure to forever chemicals during pregnancy can cause a greater risk of obesity for their child. The findings from Brown University were based on 8 research groups located in different parts of the U.S., as well as with different demographics. Researchers found children are more likely to have a higher body mass index if their mother was around so-called PFAS. People who have trouble falling or staying asleep may be more likely to have a stroke, according to a study published in the Journal of the American Academy of Neurology. Those with at least 1 to 4 insomnia symptoms had a 16% increased risk of stroke compared to those with no sleep issues. Researchers noted that the symptoms do not cause strokes, only that there is an association. Long COVID can affect quality of life more than having some cancers. That's according to new research out of England, which asked patients to complete questionnaires about their day-to-day activities. Taking into account symptoms like fatigue and depression, people with long COVID generally scored lower in some categories compared to those with advanced metastatic cancers, like stage 4 lung cancer. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
That's it for our medical news today. Here's a look at CityCam 8. Derek is in next with our forecast.
Well, it's just a beautiful start here this afternoon. Live look outside from CityCam 8 in downtown La Crosse, and you can see that we're under a picture-perfect blue sky there. 73 degrees, 29.95 inches is our current atmospheric pressure. Wind speeds are looking light at around 6 miles an hour. Visibility crystal clear at 10 miles. Same visibility levels in Eau Claire as well. South-southeast winds at 7, 71 degrees. Definitely a comfortable start here for you this afternoon. It's currently 68, however, in Sparta, but we're in the 70s in Black River Falls, 68 in Viroqua, 73 Bosque Bell. Winona, you're currently reporting 72 degrees, and our forecast highs today warming up into the mid to upper 70s. Some spots, including La Crosse today, hitting a high of, I'm thinking of about 81 degrees, but overall a pretty seasonable day in terms of our temperatures. All under, lots of sunshine really throughout the day. Maybe a couple of clouds here and there, but I think for the most part the day planner showing that we're going to continue to remain dry and sunny thanks to high pressure building across the upper Midwest and across northern Wisconsin in general. That has led to a mainly sunny, dry start to the afternoon. Now, of course, that's all nice, but we definitely need the rain around here. In fact, the recent drought monitor that just came in this morning shows that we have been upgraded now to a moderate status D level 2 drought, and that is not good for portions of our southeastern communities, which, by the way, does include portions of southern La Crosse County. So we definitely need the rain here. Abnormally dry conditions still continue to prevail across the Chippewa Valley, and some spots, including our central zones, have now been upgraded to that abnormal drought status as well. So any type of rainfall is definitely needed around here. We're below average in terms of the rainfall currently. Unfortunately, though, high pressure is going to continue to dominate our weather pattern today, and that's going to continue to lead to those dry and settled weather conditions throughout the day today, and also as we head into tonight as well. Heading into the day tomorrow, we may see some clouds to start, but don't expect any rain underneath those clouds. It's a little bit too dry, but we will be looking at a next cold front moving in here as we head into this weekend. And this cold front could bring us our next best chance of seeing moisture, therefore leading to showers and thunderstorms along with it as well for Saturday and on Sunday, as a matter of fact. Now, this front will also bring us some cooler temperatures behind it. You'll see that our highs go from the 80s on Saturday down to the 70s on Sunday. And in fact, it could be as cool as the low 70s on Monday with some lingering shower and thunderstorm chances even into early next week. So we'll continue to watch for that. But yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed for some rain chances as we head into this weekend. We could definitely use it, and I don't want to see that drought monitor get any worse.
Yeah, my fingers are crossed for the farmers.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
Thanks, Derek. When we return, how the state is dealing with short staffing issues right after the break.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Roughly 1 in 6 employees, that's how many turned over in Wisconsin state agencies, not including the UW. We spoke to one of the report's researchers who says that can have a significant impact on what state government looks like.
I mean, clearly there's going to be some impacts on the services.
It's the story that we've all heard. Short staffing changes how a workplace functions. But unlike a retail business that can shorten their hours, state agencies have a different function.
When you look at some agencies like the Department of Veterans Affairs having vacancy rates reach 46%, which is almost 1 in 2 positions, and it's difficult to imagine that you could just completely shield the agency's mission and services from having some impact.
Jason Stein, the research director for the Wisconsin Policy Forum, says the high turnover rate, more than 16% this past fiscal year, has a higher impact on some of those larger agencies. The Departments of Veterans Affairs, Corrections, and Health Services all run facilities that have to be staffed around the clock. But this impacts the rest of Wisconsin's agencies too.
Maybe the most notable was the Public Service Commission, which regulates utilities in the state. The average tenure for workers there fell from 18.1 years in 2014 to like 9.5 in 2022.
Not everyone, for instance, has the expertise to navigate the state law needed to regulate utilities. With some of the turnover, especially retirements, it leaves a younger, less experienced workforce managing state government. State agencies can certainly raise pay, but that is a drawn-out process that requires legislative approval.
It's possible that without those pay increases, the situation would actually be worse.
He says you can combine a pay raise with better working conditions for a corrections officer. For example, a safer workplace may be more enticing. This is something to watch as the legislature's Joint Finance Committee continues working on the state budget. They meet Thursday to approve the budget for transportation, corrections, and other state agencies. Stay with us. We will have one more check of your forecast when we return.
Final check on your 8-day forecast. Partly cloudy skies for tomorrow. Again, 84 degrees, so a little bit warmer. A chance of showers and thunderstorms for this weekend. That could linger into early next week, and temperatures will be getting cooler here behind that cold front. That's going to give us those chances of storms here on Sunday and Monday as highs drop into the 70s there. But yeah, you know, Sophia, we could definitely use the rain around here. So.
Yes, I think we could after all the stories we've just.
Yep, exactly.
Thanks, Derek. And thank you for watching News 8 Now. You can catch us again at 5 and 6. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thank you for watching News 8.